What's going on, people? Hope y'all doing fantastic. Should you become a motor carrier, aka get your authority? I want to say maybe, depending on your situation, depending on how efficient you are with paperwork, your back office stuff, and everything like that. So what I want to talk about in this video is, yesterday my truck decided it wanted to go into the shop. So I picked up a load yesterday morning. I'm heading up to the job site. It's a load of crane mats, so I was heavy, probably about 46, 47, 48,000 pounds. I'm stopped at a traffic light. I start rolling, going through the gears, and boom, transmission decides, at least what I thought at the time, transmission decided it wanted to go out, but it wasn't transmission. Come to find out later. I had tore up one of the gears in the rear. It decided it wanted to shatter and took some other gears out with it. So it was a power divider again. So so I had to be towed, right? Making a long story short. But what I wanted to talk about in this video is my towing bill was $1,300. Yes, $1,300 is a lot of money. I don't care who you are. Especially when you had to pay for something that, even though it was there, it's like, I don't really want to pay that, but I mean, what else am I going to do? So, paid the towing bill, $1,300. Now, if you're leased to a company and they take, let's say, 20%, 25%, whatever, including deductions and so on and so forth, it may take you all week to bring home that amount of money. Well, brother, man, we're grossing X amount of money. Okay, that's nice. Like I said, to take home after deductions and expenses and all that stuff, right? Because the correction, I'll just throw this in there. The correction is coming. Now, this is summertime, not winter. What am I talking about? This is summertime, the end of spring. Freight is usually hopping right now. So don't get caught up in the bubble, because one day the bubble's going to pop. And I don't mean to be doom and gloom, but there's going to be a correction coming, I believe. Anyway, let's get back to the story. So it may take you, let's say you're leased onto a carrier, it may take you all day to bring home, after deductions, $1,300. It may take you 4 days. It may take you 3 days, right? Now, if you're a motor carrier, you're running your own numbers, you can knock that out in a day, day and a half, even 2 days, not even working. You just like, oh yeah, let me just go up and grab this load, go back home, and then you get up in the morning, go deliver it. No big deal, right? So that is one of the reasons why you might want to get your authority, because you cut out everybody, well, I shouldn't say everybody, you cut out a lot of expenses of people being in your pocket. And that way, when you need the money is in your bank account, or under your mattress, or under the tree, next to the tree, or out in the pond, or somewhere like that. So instead of instead of you agreeing, because you signed the contract, of giving 20, 25%, or whatever have you, money away to a carrier, now you're putting that money back into your account, wherever your account is. So that's the moral of the story, right? And that's the gist of this video. So $1,300, some people, it may take 5 days, 4 days, 3 days, 2 days. You can knock that out in 1 day if you have your motor carrier authority. Now, let's talk about the tow guys. Now, that's usually working all day, like a 9-10 hour shift, maybe 8-9-10 hour shift. That's just doing regular general freight and stuff like that. Now, let me tell you about the tow guys, right? Oh, brother, man, I knew you had something up your sleeve. No, I don't have no sleeves on. They're short sleeves. But, so I had to call the tow truck. I had to have 3 tow trucks come out. I called up the one tow company, which is around the corner from me. And they said, yeah, we can come out. We'll be there in about an hour, because I was about an hour away from the where I parked my truck at. They said, if the police come and tell you have to get it moved, call these guys. So, come to find out, here come the police. Oh, you can't sit here. We have to move you off the road. All right. Well, I called another tow company to come move me probably about 100 yards off the road. That was $275. Guy showed up, pulled up to me, hooked up a chain, took me around the turn, down this little side street, and that was it. 200. What's it going to cost me? $275. All right. I mean, whatever, right? So then the other tow company came. They hooked up to me. Now, if you're in Pennsylvania, now this is for those of you that come into Pennsylvania. If you need to be towed in Pennsylvania, they have to send 2 trucks. One truck is going to be for the truck, the wrecker, for the truck, and the other truck is going to be for the trailer. You have to send 2 trucks. They have to send 2 trucks in the state of Pennsylvania. Everywhere else, you can get by with 1. But Pennsylvania is 2. So tow guys came. They hooked up the my tractor up to the wrecker, and then why do they call it a wrecker? I'm the one that wrecks stuff, or whoever calls the tow truck is the one that wrecks stuff. Anyway, right? To play on words. See, I'm telling you, play on everything, right? So then they sent a day cab up to pick the loaded flatbed up. So they came there. I said, hey, now before, when I was talking to the lady on the phone, I said, can you deliver this load? She's like, well, how far is it? I said, it's about 5 miles down the road. She says, okay, yep, they're on their way. I said, all right, cool. So the guy in the day cab came, hooked up to the trailer. We went on down to the job site and delivered the load. Then we drove on back. So we get back to the yard. They dropped the trailer off. The other guy had already dropped the truck off. And that was for about 4 hours worth of work. Not even 4. It was like $3.75. 3 hours and 75 minutes. 3.25 hours is what I should say. 3.25 hours. The tow guys made $1,300. That's what I'm talking about when I mention find a niche. You get into something specialized. Because general freight is cool when it's moving, but when everybody's doing the same thing, that's what drives the rates down. So I'm not saying go out and buy a $200,000 tow. Oh, that's another thing. The tow truck is a service business, just like any trucking establishment is a service business. They're providing a service. So they are able to charge that amount because it's a special service that I needed that day. So I'm tying up. So basically I tied up probably $500,000 worth of equipment in the span of 4 hours. So I had to pay $1,300. So now you can do the same thing. Get in something specialized, learn your craft, and be the best at whatever you do. That's all. We'll see you on the next one.